Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a group of Eastern Kentucky police officers take some time, needed time to remember the life of one of their own who died in the line of duty. And a trial date is set for a former Rowan County clerk who gained national attention for refusing to give a marriage license to a same-sex couple.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning, 5:33. It's Tuesday. I'm Dakota Makris. Thank you for waking up with us. Let's head over to Brandon for a look at that forecast and some snow. Schools are delayed or closed today because, I guess, of that.
Right.
So, but yeah.
Yep, you can see all those delays and closings at the bottom of your screen. I think there's only a couple of them right now. We'll see if any more comes in there, but you can find those on the bottom of your screen. And, of course, at WYMT.com. Let's take a look and see what's going on. There is still some snow out there across parts of the region. Now, here's the thing. Some of this is some heavier pockets. You see those darker blues? That's absolutely some heavier pockets. So just be careful out there this morning. Could run into a few slick spots, but I don't think it's going to last too long out there as we already see some of that breaking up this morning. So just take it easy out there, and I think you'll be okay. Another spot that was pretty wintry looking yesterday was UVA-Wise, and now they're back to normal this morning. The coldest spot in the region at 25, 28 Clintwood, Pikeville, Logan as well, 29 Jackson, 28 now Moorhead, 29 Irvin. I see some more spots have dropped a little bit. Warmest spot in the region, 34 Monticello. Some winds, they are cranking out there, and that's creating some wind chills. 24 in Logan, current gusts, 16 in Wise, Moorhead 2, 10 in Irvin, and 8 in Clintwood at the moment. Day planner for today, only about 37. I do think we'll see some late day sunshine. We're going to keep an eye on it for you and keep you posted as we get deeper into the afternoon, but the chill continues. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Monday marked 5 years since Pikeville police officer Scotty Hamilton died in the line of duty, shocking the region. Our buddy Forbes shares how even in death, Hamilton's story lives on.
Officer Scotty Hamilton was shot and killed tonight in the line of duty.
It was devastating. In some ways, it feels like it was yesterday.
Long after the candles burned out and his body was laid to rest,
5 years it doesn't seem like it's been 5 years that we lost Scotty.
Scotty Hamilton's story continues to echo through the Pikeville area.
He wanted to serve the public. He wanted to do right and help people.
The story of a hero shot in the line of duty, killed on what was supposed to be a routine call while protecting the people he loved.
Scotty wanted to go get people's medicine when it was bad weather and take it to people that couldn't get out, shut-ins and things. He wanted to help people load groceries in their car. He wanted to check on neighborhoods.
His smile forever imprinted on the officers he left behind.
I remember the look on his face. I still can see him smiling, that he tried so hard.
And his sacrifice forever inscribed on the fabric of the future generations.
She needs to know that her dad was a hero, and heroes that are honored are never forgotten. So that's what we do with Scotty.
As the city he died protecting continues to honor its fallen hero.
It's like a shrine to him, a memorial to him inside here. So we'll never forget, which we can't. We're not ever going to forget.
Still sharing, still serving, still standing for Scotty. In Pikeville, Buddy Forbes, WYMT Mountain News.
Well, the officers visited his grave yesterday with his parents, saying the weather cooperated with them for a short time, allowing them to take a picture together at 111, which is Hamilton's retired unit number. Well, friends say Harold Kemper, who died on Friday, left a lasting impact on Eastern Kentucky, holding a host of different titles in the community, from founder of the Leslie County Fire Department, fire chief, director of the Leslie County Emergency Management, and founder of Kemper Furniture. But his family says his faith is what stands out the most.
I think the most fulfilling thing for him about the last 10 years is when he became a Gideon and a chaplain. And I don't know, it just lit up his life. He just loved going and praying for people, witnessing to people for Christ.
You know, his funeral will be today at 2 p.m. at Wolf & Sons Funeral Home in Leslie County. Harold Kemper was 85 years old. The family of legendary singer and Johnson County native Loretta Lynn has suffered another heartbreaking loss. The Lynn family announced Monday Loretta's longtime assistant and dear friend Tim Cobb has died. He was Loretta's assistant for about 30 years, beginning in 1982, and was thought of as part of the family. He designed Loretta's iconic gowns, was the curator of her museum, and helped take care of Loretta at her ranch in Hurricane Mills, Tennessee. His death comes less than 6 months after the Queen of Country died at the age of 90. Cobb's cause of death was not released. A trial date is set in the case against former Rowan County Clerk Kim Davis. A jury will decide whether Davis owes a Moorhead couple for violating their constitutional right. She refused to give a marriage license to a same-sex couple, David Ermaud and his partner, in 2015. A federal trial is set for July 11th in Ashland. School bus driver Wanda Bailey, Magoffin County Superintendent Chris Meadows, and Magoffin County Board of Education's Director of Transportation Jeff Carpenter were all named in a fourth lawsuit stemming from a November 2022 school bus crash. The complaint filed on February 28th claims Bailey operated the bus in a grossly negligent and reckless manner, which led to the passengers being injured. The complaint also states that prior to the crash, Meadows and Carpenter had received complaints about Bailey's driving, but, quote, ignored or failed to take proper corrective action or disciplinary action in regard to the complaints, end quote. 18 students and the bus driver were on board when the bus crashed. Last year's flooding impacted available child care services in our region. Oak Tree Academy in Whitesburg was flooded and closed for more than 7 months, but Monday marked its grand reopening. Our Chandler Wilcox tells us why the business is crucial for parents and children in the area.
Months of hard work with the help of donations got Terry Ratliff and her daycare reopened.
I still kind of can't believe that we got it finished and was able to come and start today.
She had support from parents too. Every day was a challenge figuring out where their children would end up.
When the flood happened and she closed, it really puts a hard spot on a lot of families here, especially working families. She was fabulous in keeping us updated on when she was going to open up and the progress of the building.
We get you another piece? Okay, hold on.
Terry gears her daycare to the needs of each child. The kids enjoy how different each lesson is too.
You know, there's the library and we can take her to parks, but Miss Terry really takes each day and says, okay kids, we're going to do this, we're going to learn about, it's raining today, so let's learn about the water cycle. And like, she makes everyday events something to learn about.
Farm animals. What is that? Kitty cat? Here.
The playful chaos a group of children can bring may be distracting, but for Terry, it is refreshing. And today is a day she won't soon forget.
Yes, because I worked really, really hard to get here. So yes, I'll remember this day a long time.
Now she is back to doing it 5 days a week and looking to take in more and more kids. In Whitesburg, Chandler Wilcox, WYMT Mountain News.
Ratliff says she plans to continue adding things for children to do at her new location. Well, now that our clocks have sprung forward and, well, we've lost an hour of sleep, people are asking if it impacts our health in any way. Well, family practice doctor Jeff Fox says there are both positives and negatives when it comes to the impact of time change it has on a person's health. For the positive side, Fox says when there's extra light in the evening, people may want to exercise more outside, making us healthier. For the negative, he says the change can mess up with the body's cardiovascular system.
We increase daylight savings times when we jump forward. There is an increased risk of cardiovascular events. We've seen increased risk of stroke, increased risk of heart attack.
Dr. Fox says another impact could be increased sleepiness since the extra light affects the sleep hormones that affect melatonin production. Well, now that we've heard about the medical perspective, what do you think about the time change? We have a poll on our website where we want you to share your opinion with us. And do you think that we should do away with daylight saving time or not? More than 500 people have voted so far. So far, about 76% of people say yes, and about 24% of people say no. Come back on Wednesday night at 6 to see the final results. Well, just ahead, a zoo over in England mourns the loss of one of its animals that broke a world record just by living its life.
Keep those jackets handy for at least a little while longer. I'll tell you when our cold snap might let up in about 3 minutes.